Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're diving into some of the most anticipated news that's been circulating across the country. For those of you relying on SSI, Ssdi, or VA benefits, we've got some exciting updates regarding the fourth round of stimulus payments that could be coming your way this time, as much as $2,200. I know many of you have been eagerly waiting for the next big wave of financial assistance, and I'm thrilled to share that things are looking promising. This could be a game changer for millions of people who rely on Social Security, disability benefits, and veteran benefits. So, if you're someone who qualifies for this check, you're definitely going to want to hear the full details. Now, before we jump into the specifics, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We're all about keeping you in the loop on important updates, and trust me, you don't want to miss anything like this. Now, let's get into the story of the day. So, we all know by now that the COVID-19 pandemic has thrown a curveball at nearly every part of life, from health to finances. But one thing that has been a huge help for many people during these tough times is the relief provided by stimulus checks. And after 3 rounds of stimulus checks over the past few years, it's become very clear just how crucial that financial support is, particularly for individuals and families who are struggling to make ends meet. Whether it's paying rent, buying groceries, or taking care of essential medical expenses, many people have relied on these payments just to stay afloat. The pandemic's impact is still being felt today, with inflation rates at an all-time high, housing costs climbing, and basic living expenses soaring. It's become increasingly clear that this type of direct financial assistance is more than just a short-term solution, it's a lifeline for millions. That's why the news of a potential fourth stimulus check is so important. But this check isn't just about giving people a little extra cash, it's a means of helping people who truly need it the most, especially those who are living on fixed incomes, like seniors, individuals with disabilities, and veterans. So, let's talk about eligibility. You might be wondering, am I eligible for this stimulus check? And the good news is that if you're part of certain groups who have been historically underserved, you could very well qualify. Specifically, if you're receiving SSI Supplemental Security Income, Ssdi Social Security Disability Insurance, or if you're a senior receiving VA benefits, this could be your ticket to financial relief. Let's break it down. SSI, or Supplemental Security Income, is a program designed to assist people who have very limited income and resources, and it's primarily aimed at seniors, individuals with disabilities, and some low-income adults. If you are receiving SSI benefits, the government is already aware of your financial need, and you could be automatically eligible for the upcoming payment. Next, there's Ssdi, or Social Security Disability Insurance. If you are a person living with a disability and you're receiving Ssdi benefits, you too could be in line to receive this payment. For many people receiving Ssdi, the monthly benefits are not enough to cover all living expenses, so an extra check, particularly one as generous as $2,200, can make a huge difference in your life. And lastly, we can't forget about the veterans. If you're a senior receiving benefits through the VA, this check is also targeted toward you. Many veterans rely on their disability benefits, and just like with SSI and Ssdi, the cost of living can make those benefits feel insufficient to cover all basic needs. This fourth stimulus payment could help bridge that gap. So now that we know who is eligible, let's talk about the big question: how much are we talking about? Well, if you're eligible for this check, it's a big one, $2,200. That's right, a payment of $2,200 could be headed to your bank account or mailbox soon. Compared to the previous stimulus checks, this is a notable increase, and it's aimed at helping those who are in financial distress the most. To give you some perspective, the first stimulus check issued in 2020 was $1,200. The second round came in at $600, and the third round was $1,400. So, this fourth check is the largest one so far, and for many, it will make a real impact, especially as inflation continues to affect the purchasing power of the dollar. When you compare this new $2,200 payment to the previous checks, you can see just how much of a difference it could make in someone's life. The pandemic has created so many financial challenges for millions of people. From rising medical expenses to higher prices at the grocery store and gas station, every dollar counts more than ever. So for those who are struggling just to meet basic living expenses, this extra payment can go a long way in helping them regain some stability. Whether it's helping to pay rent, pay off bills, or even buy necessities, this payment is a significant step forward in the fight against poverty and financial uncertainty. It's also an important signal that the government is acknowledging that many Americans still need help as we navigate the aftermath of the pandemic. Now, I know what you're all thinking: when can I expect to see this money? That's the big question, and unfortunately, there's no clear-cut answer just yet. But based on the latest information, we're expecting the payments to start rolling out soon. There are some experts predicting that we could start seeing payments as early as March 2025, but it could take a few more months for everyone to receive their funds. While there's no official confirmation of an exact timeline, you can expect to receive your payment either through direct deposit, just like previous stimulus checks, or via physical checks sent through the mail. If you're already receiving SSI, Ssdi, or VA benefits, the government has your banking information on file, so for many of you, direct deposit will likely be the easiest and quickest way to get your money. But what if you don't receive your payment when you're expecting it? If you've been waiting for a check and it doesn't show up, there's no need to panic. Sometimes there can be delays or issues with the information on file, but there are ways to address this. The first thing you should do is check your payment status online. The IRS and other agencies have online portals where you can check the status of your stimulus check. Additionally, if there is an issue or you need to update your information, you can contact the Social Security Administration or the VA, depending on the type of benefit you're receiving, to ensure they have the most current information on file. And if all else fails, there will be a process to submit a payment trace to locate where your funds went. So why is this fourth stimulus check so crucial? It's simple: $2,200 isn't just extra spending money for people living on a fixed income, it's a lifeline. For seniors who depend on their Social Security or VA benefits, and for people with disabilities on SSI or Ssdi, every penny counts. This money can be used to help pay for rent, utilities, food, healthcare, and other essential needs. It's a chance to cover basic expenses without having to worry about going into debt or falling behind. And let's not forget, while we can't say for sure what will happen after this fourth round of payments, this could open the door for additional financial support down the line. If this round of payments proves successful in helping those in need, there could be future rounds or even other forms of support for the most vulnerable groups. It's clear that these types of payments have been incredibly beneficial, and many people have been pushing for ongoing relief. So, there you have it. The $2,200 stimulus check is coming for those who need it most, those receiving SSI, Ssdi, and VA benefits. This could be a huge help in making sure that those on fixed incomes aren't left behind in the wake of rising costs and inflation. And remember, the payments should be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that extra cash. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with anyone who might benefit from the news, and leave a comment below telling us how this payment would help you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more important updates, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.